Glammies, and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy Glam. If you are new to my channel, then thank you so much for stopping by. If you are already a Mandy Glam family member, thank you so much for coming back by and watching another video with me. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of my everyday scents, okay? This is different from like a signature scent. Okay. A signature scent is a fragrance that you wear like all the time, okay? It is your all-time ultimate favorite fragrance, and people kind of like know you from that fragrance. Like when you go in the room, if you leave the room and someone comes in and they go, oh my God, Mandy was just here because I smell her perfume. That's like a signature scent, okay? These fragrances just like leave a nice little scent bubble that you just can smell all day, and it just smells so great. And I love wearing them like every day, okay? So that's the difference between everyday fragrances and signature fragrances. I don't have a signature fragrance because I just don't have one. It would be kind of weird for me to say I have a signature scent because I have so many fragrances. I just can't see myself just like forsaking all my other fragrances and just wearing like one. No, it's not gonna happen. Like, I show all my fragrances love. Now I do have a particular house, a perfume house that I prefer over other perfume houses. Now I do have that, but I don't have like a signature scent, okay? So if you want to see my everyday scents, then keep watching. The first one I want to talk about is Lovestruck. As you guys can see, I barely have any left in the bottle because I literally, when I got this fragrance, I did buy this fragrance at TJ Maxx, which you guys know I'm cheap when it comes to buying fragrances. Now I will spend a coin on a fragrance, but it has to be something like I really like want that fragrance. But for the most part, I do like to find my fragrances at discount stores like TJ Maxx and places like that, Marshalls and things like that. But this is Lovestruck by Vera Wang, and you guys, this scent is so pretty. It's a very feminine scent. It is missing the top because I don't even know where the top is, but the top kind of looks like a like roses, like purple roses with like lace on it or whatever. Really big top. But when I first got this scent, I fell in love with it, and I found myself like literally wearing it every day. And the one thing I love about this fragrance, really the thing I love about all the fragrances that I'm about to show you guys, is that they're not offensive, they're not overpowering, but they do have good longevity, and that's what I like about them. They create a nice scent bubble, and the only way like a person really could smell it is if I'm walking by that person or they come sit down next to me. They have to be in my area, like they have to be close to me in order to smell it. And that's why I call these, you know, and that's why this makes a good everyday scent for me to wear to work and stuff. Dry down in this fragrance, y'all, is so pretty. And what's crazy is every time I wear this, when I did get compliments, it would be like at least 4 hours after I've already sprayed the perfume on me, because it's dried down, it mixed so well with my skin, and people would smell me and be like, oh my God, you smell good, what are you wearing? And it was like, again, it didn't have much projection, it just created a nice scent bubble, and I really like that. So the notes include guava, mandarin orange, angelica, which is like a cute little flower, lotus, angelica again, so I guess there's a lot of angelica in this fragrance, tuberose, which is very surprising because I don't smell any tuberose in this fragrance whatsoever, musk, and woody notes. For me, I feel like what sticks out the most in this fragrance is the guava, the mandarin orange, the lotus, the musk, and I think that's when in the dry down is when the musk really performs and people can really smell it on me, like only when they're close to me though. That's what I get from this fragrance. I don't get any of the tuberose. I am a fan of tuberose and didn't even know it, because I'm finding out I have a lot of fragrances that have tuberose in them. I think it depends on the way the tuberose is blended in the fragrance, because if it's way too loud, it's a big turn off for me. But I don't get any tuberose in this fragrance. But again, this is a good everyday scent, you guys. I promise you, if you see it out at the discount stores, pick it up. It's really, really beautiful. Pure by DKNY, and as you guys can see, I am almost finished with the bottle. This is one of, hands down, the best everyday fragrance that I own in my collection. This fragrance is absolutely beautiful. This would be more of a skin scent for me, because it does get really close to the skin, but it has something in it that just, it doesn't turn into a skin scent all the way, if I'm making sense. I mean, you could literally wear this fragrance anywhere. It is non-offensive. It's just really, really nice. You can wear it to the gym, you can wear it to work. It's just a really good everyday scent. Next fragrance, all jokes aside, I'm being serious. I never hear anybody talk about this fragrance. Probably because it's cheap. I'm not even gonna front with y'all. It's cheap. Like, this fragrance is always available in the discount stores. It has been for a very long time. I was introduced to this fragrance by a friend probably 20 years ago. 20 years ago, as a matter of fact. And I've always had it in my collection. I literally run through bottles, and I would always re-up and buy me a new bottle. I just always have to have it in my collection, because it's just one of those fragrances that is an everyday, it's an everyday fragrance for me. Like, do I like it more than the Pure by DKNY? I don't know. It's a hard choice, actually. I love them both equally, and so I wear them equally. Like, it's just a beautiful fragrance to me, and it's super affordable. This is Tracy by Tracy, y'all. This fragrance, and this is the biggest bottle I can get. This is the 3.4. If I could get a 5.4, honey, I would get it in this fragrance, because this fragrance is really nice, you guys. This is an old school fragrance, and one of the, you know, sometimes old school fragrances can come off very harsh smelling, but not this one. This one, again, could possibly be another skin scent fragrance. It doesn't project. The longevity is amazing, though. Most of these fragrances are not really going to project much. Well, maybe one or two the next two that I'm going to talk about, they have projection and longevity, but for the most part, the other ones really don't. But that's what I like about this everyday type scent. I don't want it to project that much. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be more long lasting than anything. I want to have a nice scent bubble just for me, and the only way that someone can smell me is if you come into my personal area or sit next to me or something, or get a whiff of it when you walk by me. I like stuff like that when I'm talking about like everyday scents, okay? Tracy is perfect for that, you guys. Don't sleep on her. Like, don't sleep on her. Like, you could literally get this big bottle, this 3.4, for probably like $15. This is the best, one of the best buys that I have in my fragrance collection. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on this. If you're looking for something very simple, you're looking for something you can just grab and spray as much as you want, and you know, you're not gonna like choke anybody out, this is that fragrance. In this fragrance, you're getting peach, you're getting cinnamon, you're getting plum, you're getting osmanthus, hyacinth, green notes, bergamot, and lemon. Oh my god, this fragrance, for this fragrance to smell the way it smells, those were only top notes that I was giving y'all, by the way. This fragrance has a busload of notes, but you wouldn't know that because of how elegance and how it's elegant and also simple at the same time. I really hope I'm making sense with y'all, but this is just one of the best everyday scents that I have. Okay, so I just gave y'all like the top notes, okay? The middle notes: orris root, rose, orchid, aldehydes, tuberose. There go that tuberose again. Lang-a-lang, freesia, jasmine, carnation, lily of the valley. The base notes include sandalwood, musk, cedar, amber, tonka bean, oak moss, and raspberry. This is, I would say this could be taken as a fruity fragrance, but not that fruity though. It's like a very mature, I don't want to say mature because I don't want to turn y'all off, but it is you can smell the fruity notes, but it's not like fruity. It's not like, you know, I have fruity fragrances. I know what fruity fragrances smell like. This is not that. This is more of a subtle type of fruity fragrance, like the peach. I do get a little bit of the raspberry. I don't get any of the tuberose. Now, I don't get any of the tuberose. It's there because I read the notes, but it doesn't come off in the fragrance. I do get some sandalwood, maybe a hint of bergamot. This is just a great fragrance. To have 500 notes in the fragrance, all I can say is this is a really good fragrance. This fragrance, I would say, could possibly be a signature scent for someone, okay? This fragrance has been around forever. It's been one of my favorites for a very, very, very long time. And I want to say this is my second bottle. I bought my first bottle probably in 98 or 99, something like that, way back. But I do love this fragrance. I think it is lovely. This is Hanna Moray. As you can see, like, some of the writing is off, and this is my second bottle. Like, I literally just bought this bottle probably like 2 years ago. So anyway, yeah, this is Hanna Moray. You guys, this fragrance is very beautiful. Now, this fragrance has a little bit more depth than the other ones that I've shown you. Now, this one does have projection, and this one has really nice longevity. So no one has to be sitting next to me to smell this fragrance. Like, you could smell this fragrance just kind of being in the area that I'm in, because this fragrance projects pretty good, okay? The main accords include fruity notes, woody notes, sweet notes, and yellow florals. Let's see what those are. So in the top note, you're gonna get strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, black currant. In the middle notes, you're gonna get lang lang, jasmine, rose, and peony. In the base, you're gonna get sandalwood, almond tree, Brazilian rosewood, and Virginia cedar, okay? So what sticks out to me the most in this fragrance is the strawberry. I think this is the only fragrance that I have in my collection. No, I don't. I have the Mercari, has some strawberry notes in it. Besides the Mercari, I think this probably is the only fragrance I have in my collection with the strawberry note. And I get the blackberry, I get the lang lang. I don't really get any rose. I get the sandalwood, and I do smell, I don't know if almond tree smells almondy, almond, like an almond, but I do get like an almond type note, something kind of creamy in this fragrance. But this fragrance is beautiful. Now, I would not necessarily wear this every day because I do feel like it's a bit more sophisticated than my other everyday fragrances that I've mentioned. This one would be one that I would wear if I'm gonna be going out. I mean, possibly I could wear it to work. I wouldn't really want to because I think it would just project too much. But I think you can wear it to work. If you work in like a business office setting or you have your own office, I think this would be fine to wear to work every day. You're not gonna choke anybody out, and I think it's beautiful. So yeah, this would be a really, really good one to make as a signature fragrance if you wanted to. Yeah, but I would totally see myself wearing it every day. This is Burberry Woman, or maybe Woman by Burberry, one of the two. Funny thing is, this one, I'm not a big fan of Burberry fragrances. I know, boo, don't be mad at me. But yeah, it's something about a lot of the Burberry fragrances that just don't mesh well with my nose. Like my nose is like, sis, we don't like this. This is one that I really enjoy. The other Burberry I like is the Burberry Brit and the Burberry Brit Rhythm. It's a flanker of the Burberry Brit. Those three, oh, and the Burberry Her. Those four I really enjoy, but the other ones not so much. This one is, I want to say apricot and maybe sandalwood or some kind of woody note, but it's apricot in this fragrance, which is so, it's not really sweet per se, but I don't know how to explain this. Okay, I just want to spread a little bit just so I can get the full effects of the fragrance. Yeah, this is apricot and a woody note, and I'm thinking, I don't think it's not patchouli. It may be sandalwood. It may have almond in this as well. Let me see. Actually, two types of fruit in this: peach, apricot, pear, blackcurrant in the top notes. Also green apple in the top notes. The middle notes include sandalwood, jasmine, and moss. The base notes are vanilla, cedar, and musk. But again, with all those heavy hitter notes like the cedar and the musk, you would think like, oh, it's gonna be really, really strong. Not the case. Like, this dries down. It does dry down kind of powdery, I think. A little bit musky, not that much though. The dry down is very beautiful in this fragrance. I will say that with the dry down, it dries down a little too close to the skin, but when I'm thinking about everyday fragrances, I don't mind that because I don't want something that's just like loud, you know. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. This fragrance has been around for a very, very long time, so you guys probably know. But like I told you guys, I have a lot of old school fragrances in my collection that I really, truly love. Those are like the OGs. Like, this is the OG. This is kind of like one of the fragrances that kicked it off for me when it came to like fragrance collections and all that. Like, this kicked it off. No, it's an old school fragrance, but I have to have it in my collection. And sometimes I gotta bring out the old school fragrances to pay homage. You know what I'm saying? The ones that started it all out for you. That's how I feel about this Burberry. That's why I said as long as it's available to me, I will try to keep it in my collection. But yeah, I really do enjoy this. I hope you guys like it too. Try it out, you know, let me know, comment below if you have it, let me know your thoughts on it. I passed this fragrance up a few times. I actually saw it in TJ Maxx over the holidays and I did not get it simply because I didn't know what it smelled like. I've watched a couple of people talk about this fragrance on their channels and people seem to really like it, so I was like, you know what, I was able to smell it and I was blown away. I was impressed, needless to say. And I say, well, you know what, I think I want to add this to my collection. And this is Twilly by Hermes. I hope you guys can see that Twilly. Okay, guys, you know what, I know from afar from afar this looks like a little tiny like sample bottle, but I assure you this is a 1 ounce. Okay, this is 30 mLs, but it is so tiny and so adorable. But I told y'all I wasn't buying anything bigger than a 1.7 if I can help it, and I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to it, damn it. But let's get into the fragrance. And I love the cute little, is this a bobby hat? Is this, I don't know what kind of hat you would call that, but okay, smelling it from the sprayer gives it no justice. I want to spray this on a piece of paper and give you guys some notes. This is amazing. This fragrance is so good. Now, this does come off a little bit soapy to me, like it smells like a really nice soap. And then I kept smelling it and I kept smelling it because I couldn't make out any of the notes. The only one note that I could make out in this fragrance was the damn tuberose. And the more I smelled it in the dry down, the more it dried down, the more I started smelling it, and I said, that's tuberose. Like, I know tuberose. It's not overpowering, but it's there, okay? It's not the star of the show, but it's in there. The other notes that stick out to me, so in the top note, I believe there's ginger and orange blossom and bergamot. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong from what I remember. And then in the base, I believe there's sandalwood and vanilla. But the dry down is simply beautiful, okay? I don't really care for the initial spray. I sprayed it on this hand earlier, so that's why I switched sides. But the dry down is simply beautiful. This is my first Hermes fragrance, and there's another one that I was gonna get, but it's sold out. It comes in like a little round shaped bottle. They sold out of that, and that one is very uniquely smelling. This is unique to me as well. I've never had a fragrance that combined ginger and tuberose and sandalwood and smells like this. If I had read the notes before getting the fragrance, I probably would not have bought the fragrance because of the tuberose. I'm so glad that I did not let that deter me and I was able to get this fragrance because this is a really good fragrance, okay? It really is nice for an everyday fragrance. If you want to amp it up, if you want something a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more mature, a little bit more projection, longevity, I think this will give it to you. I think the dry down is really nice. It's not offensive whatsoever. Even with the tuberose, I would caution you about overspraying this fragrance though, simply because it does have the tuberose in it and you could possibly offend somebody. So I would not overspray it, is what I'm saying. But this is a really, really good fragrance. So yeah, if you have it, comment below, let me know what you think. But this is Twilly by Hermes. All right, those were my everyday scents. If you have any of these fragrances, comment down below, let me know what you think of them, and recommend another scent that you think I might like, that I could wear every day, that I could add to my everyday scents collection or whatever. I do have my eye on some fragrances. They're not everyday scents though. They are banger scents. They are fragrances that you want to definitely make a statement with, you know. So, and one is very, very popular that happens to be back in stock, and I pray to God that it stays in stock by the time my check hits the bank, by the time I get paid. Let it be there. Watch this video all the way to the end. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, okay? Show your girl some love. If you are into fragrances, you're into smelling good, you know, that's your thing, you love fragrance videos, honey, like I do, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video and you don't miss out, okay? Follow me on Instagram too. I'm gonna leave my Instagram down here. It's at MandyGlam_. But yeah, I would love for you to come follow me on Instagram. I do post some scents of the day. I be slacking on that, but I'm trying to do better for 2021. That's my goal, to be more consistent, especially with my YouTube channel. I want to bring you guys more content. Mostly putting out a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And with the holidays and stuff, that had got kind of hard. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys I moved, so that was one thing, you know. And I'm still in this big room and I'm still looking at boxes. everywhere. Simply because I have no space. I have more space in the old house. In this house, I don't have a lot of space, so I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put all my crap. Okay, but anyway, that's not y'all problem. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.